Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael Akana from Dolus Project, and today I'm bringing a new content. So, what I want to do today is more of a preseason commentary where I'm going to have a look at what's going to be airing this season and most likely what will become my pick for the season. And since this is my first time looking at the list, uh, it's pretty much me going blind. I do not know many of the titles, but some of them have already aired a little bit. But as you can see on the screen, we are several days from airing most of the stuff. So it should be going in pretty much blind. I'll try to say when I know slightly more about the title. And in case I have a certain reason why to pick it or why to not to pick it, I'll try to be as transparent as possible and to say, yeah, this looks interesting, and this looks boring, and so on and so on. So will be more of a preseason commentary. I'll be trying to think of a name for it because preseason commentary is kind of boring, but we'll see. Maybe I'll come up with quite a good name. So, working title preseason commentary. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm using any chart to have a look on what's airing, since most of the stuff hasn't aired yet. So, I do not have any clue what the hell is going to be available in my region, meaning the UK. So, I won't be able to say get it on Crunchy or well, we'll see. So unless there is a source thing from Crunchyroll or anything. So starting first off, Akane Sasu Shoujo, a group of girls living in a small city gather to enact a ritual. They're the Crystal Radio Research Society. Ritual girls looks interesting. Might be interesting to pick up. Might give it a try. We'll see. The art looks kind of interesting. Uh, to be honest, also I do not pretty much do not remember many of the studios, so I just sorry about that. So I just don't remember which studio did which. I'm really terrible regarding that, but it looks quite cool. Then next one coming up is Anima Yell. The story follows Kohane Hatoya, a first-year high school student who is a bit clumsy and scared of heights, but who has a very bubbly and outgoing personality. This reminds me of a comic Girls, but in reverse, just having not being a manga but cheerleading, and the main character being outgoing and bubbly instead of being introverted otaku. So might give it a try, but since it's cheerleading, maybe not. The art looks cute. Reminds me of comic girls, light comic girls. Maybe pick up Bakumatsu. I think it might be another continuation of something, but it looks like a Sengoku Jidai period. So, in the original game story, the heroine in Kyoto sightseeing when she receives a mysterious watch from a man. Oh, I think I might have stumbled. Is it from the visual novel? I think maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, reminds me of something. I might have touched upon the visual novel back in the day, but since it's a reverse harem, no, don't think so. I'm going to pick up that. Uh, Bucket City Bar Hunter, the anime one center on school student Totoya who lost a fish. One day a bar soul named Potepan appears from the barcode on Totoya's bag of potato chips. What the hell that even means? No, it's uh, I don't know how you to describe that. So, uh, looks something like a Digimon fishing. Not really. And I'm not really. It looks like a really young shonen anime, which is not cup of tea. Okay, moving on. Beelzebub Jo no Okinimesis Mama. Marine's Land it's his dream job with the Demon King, he's always held in awe. But when his tenure begins, it turns out that the Demon King isn't quite what he expected. Okay, whatever that means. Uh, but the art looks quite cute and looks kind of okay. Piqued my interest, so I'm gonna give it a good try. Kind of reminds me, uh, I don't know, a mesh between really cute shoujo manga and Ruby-ish. I do not know. Especially this character kind of gives me a Ruby wife for some unknown reason. But it might be one of the pick. So yeah, moving on. If it's available in my region, 100% pick Conception. Uh, the story of the game revolves around Yutsuki Yuge, a high school student who finds out on the day of his graduation ceremony that his cousin and childhood friend Mahiro is pregnant. Immediately afterward, Itsuki and Mahiro are taken to a magical world called Granvania, which is currently being invaded by monsters. Why this is 100% pick? I've played a PS Vita game. It's not Vita, it's PSP game. And I must say I loved it. I played it in Japanese, so it's just really good. And I wish they ported it to Vita as well. So yeah, this is something I really want to follow. And I'm really interested how much the anime will look because, as the title says, it's about a conception and giving birth to lot of children who fight. So yeah, really kind of interesting what that's going to take form like. Because the conception one is about, I think each girl represents a constellation, star constellation, and has the deserving traits. So, how well they're ported from the game and how much the anime story resembles the game, I'm really interested. Okay, moving on. Okay. 抱かれたい男1に、1Y1、1Y に踊らせています。It looks like something. It's a drama, romance. It looks like a BL dancing thing, so not even probably going to bother with that. Okay, double decker, Duke and Kirill. The state of Lisvaletta. Two suns rise above the city, and the people live here peaceful lives. But in the shadows, crime and illegal drugs run rampant. Among them is the dangerous High Lily for Draft Anthem, which casts a dark shadow over the city. Okay, maybe a pick. I do not know. It's a Sunrise Entertainment. They've already had a good animation. But I mean, the art is okay-ish, but it doesn't give me any vibe. I really want to see that, but maybe. It's a mystery, an action title. 24 half of this, 24 episodes. Um, maybe Hard Cell. Okay, next one. Moving on, Fairy Tail, self-explanatory. Final season of Fairy Tail. Haven't caught up to virtually anything in terms of Fairy Tail, so will not be picking up a season. And also, I don't think it's available for streaming in the UK anyway. Gaikatsu Shotenin Honda-san. This looks really wacky. So it's the comedy manga story centers on a skeleton named Honda who works in a bookstore. That's pretty. Looks pretty much it. So, and it's about a skeleton clerk working at a counter. Might be a good one, but I'm probably going to avoid it. So, if I'm really bored, I'll might pick it. You're probably doing a lot of disservice to people behind creating it, but I mean that's just my preference. Okay, next one. Gakuen Basara. The school battle comedy parody reimagined as the varying saga era warriors of Capcom's action franchise as rival students in modern high school. Okay, so it's reimagined Basara. Okay. Yeah, sure. Probably not. Not going to pick it. Doesn't It's a comedy, and they're probably going to pull a lot of strange things. So doesn't look like my cup of tea. Next one, which looks promising, looking at the art, so it's Goblin Slayer. The young priestess has formed her first adventuring party. Almost immediately, they find themselves in a distress. It's the Goblin Slayer who comes to their rescue, a man who's dedicated his life to the extermination of all goblins by any means necessary. This looks like an interesting pick. I like the art. It kind of reminds me of Danmachi and uh, what was it called? Uh, the Ash Thingy Bob. Cannot get the name of it, but there were it's another isekai and adventuring type fantasy action anime. Grimgar, Ashes of Grimgar, I think it's called, and I really like that. Okay, next one is second season of Golden Kamuy. Haven't watched the first one, so will not be picking up the second one. Good as any, it looks like a baseball anime. Haven't seen again second season. Haven't seen the first one. Gyakuten Saiban Sono Shinjitsu Igiyari season 2. Haven't seen the first season. Want to see first season. Haven't had time to watch it yet. Won't be picking up a second season. Okay, next one is Hangekusei Million Arthur. Based on Square Enix massively multiplayer online game. Is that Final Fantasy? No, no, it doesn't ring any bells. So, uh, it's a Square Enix property, which could give it, I mean, bonus points, but I mean, not really convincing. Might look into it if I'm really bored, or if there is not anything airing critical on the day it airs. So again, and that's airing in a month's time, so it's going to be quite irregular. So I think. Okay, next one, Hinamura Zumo. It is a divine ritual martial art combat sport. It's sumo. Uh, Not really. Not probably going to look at. It's going to be like passionate martial arts show. So nah, not really. If it was kendo or kyudo, yes. Any other martial arts, not really. Uh, Next one is Hora Mimi ga mieru yo. The cute story of daily life between a guy and his cat boy roommate. Uh, Cat boy sounds okay-ish, but I mean, uh, no, probably not going to pick it up. Hu Li Xiang probably said it completely wrong because it's Chinese. Uh, the art looks interesting, so let's give it a read through on the description. A poor but talented high school boy named Hu Li, whose name is pronounced very similar to the terms for fox in Chinese. He is a ghost singer-songwriter for the popular narcissistic boy idol Kongkwe, similar pronounced very similar to peacock in Chinese. Well, so it's about virtually a story about the ghost writer. Maybe, yeah, give it a try. It's a music anime probably. Hopefully it won't slice into, I mean, into BL or something. But if it airs, I might give it a try. Okay, is number 11, Orion no Kokuin. Never watched one, and it's soccer, so not likely. Ingress. Since he was little, Makoto had a strange power which enabled him to read the memories of objects he touched. Hiding his uncontrollable power, he works as a special agent in the police force. This looks kind of interesting, and from the visual art, from the poster, it gives me kind of psychopath vibes. So I'll give this a try, 100%. So it's or certainly will watch a couple of first episodes and see what it brings. I really likes the thing it gives me the crunchy not the crunchy vibes, the Psychopaths vibes. So hopefully it will be available. It's sci-fi, going to be probably mystery drama, and looks kind of interesting. At least the poster does. Okay, next one. Irozoku Sekai no Ashita Kara. In Nagasaki, descendant of mages, 17-year-old Hitomi lost her sense of color at a young age and grew up lacking emotion. Her grandmother Kohaku, a great mage, sends Hitomi to the past, to the year 2018. There she spends time with a 17-year-old Kohaku and friends from club activities. Okay, this looks like an interesting. So a granddaughter and her grandmother, both being 17-year-old JKs and mages, looks cool, and probably is going to be really interesting. Uh, so it's probably going to be one of the anime's cute girls doing cute things or normal things or magical things. And this is probably going to be one of my picks because it's probably going to be very nicely paced and going to be quite interesting, probably, most likely. Jojo. I haven't seen anything from the series, so going to skip that, and it's the fifth season. Karakuri Circus. The protagonist's master has just inherited a big fortune after the death of his father. However, the people are trying to get their hands on it by means necessary, even if it means killing him. Uh, so this is going to be one of the assassination runaway types. Probably going to give it a pass, just like no, just like I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass on it, not give it a pass. Like okay, this is going to watch it, but no, not really. Kazugatsuyoku Fuiteru. The series centered in the Hakone round trip college Ekiden race or Hakone Ekiden, one of the biggest university marathon relay races in Japan. Uh, Sports anime, something like for not probably really my thing, and marathons, not really. Okay. Next one is Ken and Ken Aoki Kagayaki. It's a Studio Dean anime, so it could be quite interesting, but I mean, there is virtually no description, so it's hard to tell. But Studio Dean usually has some interesting stuff. So, adaptation of Shun Yang Sword role playing game franchise. Do not know what the hell even that means. Or, I mean, Shun Yang Sword doesn't. Really, MMORPG Chinese one? Yeah, don't know how to say. It could be good, but we'll see if it airs, when it airs. Oh, actually, it should have aired October 1st. So since I'm recording this on October 3rd, it should have aired, and there's virtually no information. So, okay, whatever, what is? It's probably been on. There's a preview official sites. Yeah, nothing so far. Okay, Kira Kira Happy Hirake Kokotama. Okay. This looks like a really cutesy and really strange thing, so I'm going to give it a pass. So no, so I'm going to skip that. Okay, Kishoku Gakoku no Juliet. Grigio Academy boarding school. The students that attend this school come from two countries and reside in their own dormitories. Nazuka and Persia are leaders of rival dorms, but in secret they love each other. Okay, this is going to be quite interesting. It's going to be Yuri anime, so it's going to be interesting. So, going to probably pick it up if it's available. Okay, next one is Merc Storia. Mukiryoku no shounen to bin no naka no shoujo. The fantasy strategy role-playing game is set in a world where humans and monsters coexist. In the main story, a boy apprentice Yuzutsushi, with the power to heal those who clash, embarks on a journey to restore memories of his friend Merc, a girl trapped in a bottle. This could be interesting. So the premise sounds interesting, so might be willing to pick that up. Kinda gives me the vibes of uh, what's it called Hiderite. Uh, the story of a girl being the left hand and kind of thing, and set in a fantasy world. Could be interesting. Okay. The next one is 俺が好きなのは妹だけど妹じゃない. The title says everything. So this is going to be probably yes, I'm interested in that. So it's going to be one of the Origairu types or Oreimo types of anime, which tend to be quite funny and amusing, if nothing. The awkward sibling romantic comedy series centers around the younger sister Suzuka Nagami and the older brother Yu Nagami. Suzuka is a beautiful 30-year middle school student who has excellent grades and a student council president. Yes, so if I'm just going to, she wrote a novel about a little sister who dotes on her older brother, and the novel wins a light novel award. Yes, so this is something like Orega Iru, but in reverse. Instead of the brother being a writer, it's a sister. So yeah, okay. Have a weakness for stories about content creators or writers, novelists in general, because someone as well as Radiant. The story follows Saf, a boy who seeks to become a great magician, and a group of witches who seek to travel to the Radiant. Radiant is a mythical land that spawns monsters called Nemesis, which fall to the world from the sky. Yeah, this looks kind of interesting. The art looks okay, I guess. So I'm willing to give it a try. Should be. Hopefully, it turns out to be good because the premise sounds interesting. So we'll be probably looking into that. Next one is Release the Spice, or do you not know how to put stress on the spice? So it's probably going to be about it's going to be a pun in English and Japanese. The anime begins with a lone high school girl named Momo attending a high school in the city of Sorasaki. Unbeknownst to everyone, Momo is an agent who works for the private intelligence agency Tsukigage that protects the city and its people. So it's going to be a ninja show. Again, cute girls doing strange things. Should be quite interesting. They are quite cute, so we'll be picking it up. Okay, moving to Rewrite D, Kokukoe no Derida. This one's I've already picked it up since on Crunchy there were first 4 episodes available in kind of pre-premiere, and I've really loved that. So it's virtually about a robot and a time travel, and I must say the first 4 episodes were straight amazing. So I'm just looking forward to seeing more of it. So really hyper excited. So I mean, virtually now if the schedule's right. So if we see all the episodes airing again, 1 to 4, it's 4 weeks of virtually patiently waiting to resume the story. So could be quite nerve wracking. But it was really good. I virtually binged those 4 episodes just in one sitting. It's just like, give me more, give me more, give me more. So that was something amazing, and I must say it's probably one of the top shows of the seasons for me. Or I mean, I haven't seen anything other, but I mean, this will be really hard to beat because I really love the concept, time travel and robots, and I must say the art's really well made. The story has been really nicely paced. So yeah, it's been really, really good so far, and it's going to be probably hard to beat by other titles this season. So there are quite good contenders, but I mean, Rewrite D was a really strong contestant. Okay, next one is Seishin Buta Yaro wa Buniga Senpai no Yume wo Minai. Uh, this is going to be one of the probably trivial light novels, which I kind of like, so I'll be giving it a try. There is a rumor about the mysterious phenomenon called puberty syndrome. For example, Sakuta Asusagawa is a high school student who suddenly sees a bunny girl appear in front of him. This is going to be a slightly edgy probably show as well, so I'm just going to be giving this a try. Is a comedy and romance. We'll see how it turns out. Next one is Senran Kagurashi no Master Tokyo Yomaken. I haven't seen the first one, but might actually binge the first season to watch this one because it's Senran Kagura. So might actually want to catch up. Because I want to pick up a couple Senran Kagura games as well. So next one is Sora to Umi no Aida. The story is set in Onomichi, Hiroshima, in the year 20XX. Fish disappear from the sea around the world, and only whales live in the ocean. The Ministry of Fisheries decides to set up a giant experimental universe fish tanks in space. Fish sink in space, and from the looks of it, it's again to be five girls doing five things. Could be quite interesting to give me an inspiration for my own novel, which I'm writing the comic actually because I'm playing with the concept of the having a fish on a ship virtually. So might get a bit of inspiration and steal a bit of concept from there. So we'll see how that goes. So Soten no Ken Regenesis 2, second cour of second season of the show. Never seen the first one, so I'm not going to pick it up. Triple S Gridman, collaboration with Tsuburaya Production. Yuta Hibike awakens with amnesia and the abilities to see things that others cannot. He first encounters a gridman in the reflection of his friend Rika Takarada's computer, and it tells him to remember his calling, but Yuta doesn't understand what this means. It looks like a robot anime, so might give it a try. The poster art looks quite interesting enough, so it's going to be probably something along the Ultraman. I don't know. Hopefully it will be good. Next one is self-explanatory. Sword Art Online Alicization. We'll pick it up. I'm fond of SAO, so I've liked the setting, and MMORPGs, or especially full dive MMORPGs, is quite an interesting topic for me. So really excited for that. Hopefully we will see more Shinon. By the way, I'm a hardcore Shinon fan, so yeah, hopefully more. Okay, next one is Tensei Shitara Slime Dattaken. So this one has been on my radar for a bit because it was kind of hyped by the Crunchy, I think from mid-season from midsummer as well. So and there've been a lot of, I would say, ads showing up for me. So and it looks kind of interesting. Being the person being reincarnated as a slime. So let's give it a premise read through. So a lonely 37-year-old Satoru Mikami is stuck in dead-end job, unhappy with his mundane life, but after dying at the hands of a robber, he awakens to a fresh start in the fantasy realm as a slime monster. That's one of a wacky premise, I must say. And it kind of gets me, really hard, really interested. And it's a light novel one, and so far from the PVs I saw, it looked quite cool, and I'm really interested in what it's going to be. So So it's going to be a definite pick. And it's called our first episode, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, I think. And it's available on Crunchy, so yeah. Okay, Thunderbolt Fantasies 2, haven't seen the first season, so will not pick it up. Dora Majutsu no Index, hopefully it will be available here, because series are my favorite, so really looking forward to that. Tokyo Ghoul second season. Yes, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully, we will get it soon. And yeah, so it's a pick. I follow Tokyo Ghoul from the very few season, from the first, second, first season of and Re 2. Yeah, I've actually seen everything. So kind of interesting what twist is get. So pick up. Uh, Next one on the list is Tonari no Kyuketsuki-san. Premises Dito is Strange and Akari is rescued by a vampire girl named Sophie Twilight, and Akari becomes interested in her. So this is going to be something like a Yuri uh, vampire thingy. Looks cute, so it's going to be probably something. What was the title with the cat? About was it was the Coffin Princess? Noraneko, and Undead Princess, or something along those lines. So it's probably going to be something similar. Probably going to be short episodes. What my or I don't know. It's not listed there, so it's kind of hard to say. But looks interesting, and I like vampires as well. So vampires and Yuri sounds like a good combination to me. Okay. Tsurune, Kazemai Kyoko, sorry, Tsurune, Kazemai Kyoko Kyudobu. Minato played Japanese archery in middle school, but after a certain incident, he ran away from the sport. In high school, Minato meets a new friend, and together as part of their school's archery club, they aim to win the prefectural tournament. Since this is a Kyudo, I might give it a try. Because it sounds interesting. Hopefully, it won't be slightly weird, and stay purely in the sports line. Well, since it's Guido, we'll have a look at that. Okay, next one is Uchi no Maid ga Zasu ga iru? It's a probably, yeah. The manga centers on Misha, a little girl who has lost her mother at an early age and now lives her with her father. Her father employs a maid named Tsubame, who was a former self-defense force official, and is also a lolicon. That sounds very strange. So, do you not know comedy slice of life? It's probably going to be one of the weirder titles this season, but I mean, Maid being a former SDF official, I might give it a try, to be honest. Sounds like a very strange combination, but it might spark up a few ideas for minor things as well. Yusas, Jean d'Arc, Renki no Kishi. The novel series sorry. The novel series story takes place in 15th century France during Hundred Years' War with England. Montmorency, Montmorency, sons of a noble, immerses himself in study of magic and alchemy at school for knights. However, at France defeats at Agincourt, the court is disbanded and Montmorency is forced to flee. This looks like interesting. So, 100 Years War, Europe, France War. Okay, so it looks interesting. So, yeah, we'll probably pick it up if it's available for me. Okay, Yagat next one, and what I can see is the penultimate one. So, is Yagata Kimi ni Naru. Yu has always loved shoujo manga and awaits the day she gets a love confession that sends her heart aflutter with bubbles and blushes. And yet, when a junior high classmate confesses her feeling to her, she feels nothing. Disappointed and confused, Yu enters high school, still unsure how to respond. This can be really interesting. Or, I mean, this guy's slice of rice, lies, romance, and drama. So probably this will be a strong pick if it's available in the UK. And hopefully it will, because I've been quite a sucker for romance anime. So just binged Swish Kuzuno Honkai just the other day. Just binged it, just one sitting, and yeah. So could be interesting. And shoujo manga, yeah. Next one, and the last one is Zombieland Saga. It's got no description. Nobody else knows what the hell's that. I've seen a couple things pop up on Crunchy, and I must say nobody knows what the hell's that. So, and it's presented as that. So, I'll probably wait to see what the hell's that. Think about picking it. Looking at the art, it looks interesting, and character set things looks interesting as well. Uh, but apart from that, hard to say. I mean, can only say if it's a pick or not, because there is virtually no description, virtually nothing's known about that, and nobody knows what the hell Zombieland Saga is. Okay, that's the end of the list for season of fall 2018. So that's been the whole thing. So we've went through every title. So there are some strong picks, and what I'm really interested, or my top picks, it will be Conception. That will be surely on my. Hopefully, if it airs in the UK, that will be a number one pick, or really, will watch it as it airs. Goblin Slayer, the same. We'll watch it as it airs. Next one. 俺が好きなのは妹だけど妹じゃないです。Probably going to be interesting pick as well. Rewrite D already picked it up, and really strong one, and really, I mean, can't wait for the next episode, for the episode 5 to come out, and that's probably going to be 5 weeks, which is going to be, it's like, come on. Next one is Sword Art Alicization. That's, I mean, going to watch it as theirs. Tensei Shitara Slime Datta Ken. Yep, that's going to, as it airs, I'm going to watch it, and that's on Crunchy, and I know that's available because I've already put it on my to watch list. Taro Majutsu no Index. Hopefully, it's available somewhere too, so I can watch it as it airs. Next one will be Yagateka Kimi ni Naru. So this looks an interesting thing as well, and Useless. It looks an interesting as well, and yeah, the rest of it will be just falling into if there is a time and passion, or it actually catches my mind even more. So yeah. Okay, thank you for listening. This has been quite interesting, a little ramble. I thought I would be over with this in way less of time, because this is something like 40 minutes long video. So I spent a lot of time talking about the things which are going to, I mean, air this season, and hopefully in 12 weeks time I'm going to be back and giving some feedback on individual titles. So I'm currently doing some preparatory work for another season commentary for summer 2018. So yeah, so that content will be coming up soon. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more updates. This has been Michael Akana from Duelist Project, and once again, thank you for listening.